Right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your favorite chess journal YouTube channel. Today we are going to look into a game, and this game is very special to me because when I first reviewed this game, I was like, wow. I mean, such a to my term, I say I call it blunderful, full of blunders, mistakes. Such a blunderful game played in between none other than the world champion Magnus Carlsen, rated 3032, and Blitzstream with white places. That's his username. His actual name is Kevin Bordi, and according to chess.com, he's the uh, second most strongest national master in the chess world currently at the moment. Although the game took place in 2017, 17, as you can see the date here, and it was, not to mention, a blitz game. The match held in that time, it was the titled Tuesday um, match. Well, without further, okay, I must say one thing, although, is that, well, I'm not in a position uh, should I say, make any critical comments on these Masters game. We are just going to review this game, and one thing I do want to mention though is that, look, we all make mistakes, right? We make blunders in chess. Uh, what happened to me, or what happens to me sometimes, is that I become so frustrated, and I get so frustrated that I even stop playing for a couple of days. This one time, I even stopped playing for a couple of weeks. I took a break, long break, and I even thought of giving up chess, although I'm not a professional player. I just play for fun. And what I want to say is that we make blunders, and we take lessons from those blunders, just to ensure that we do not make that or those kind of mistakes in future. But on the flip side, I've also seen that, especially in title Tuesdays, whereby only the title players are allowed to take part, uh, sometimes they often play recklessly against the low-rated players. Here, in this case, Magnus being the higher-rated, and sometimes we don't actually learn that deal that we are supposed to learn by watching these games, but rather what we take away is the amount of fun that uh, we get for free, of course. And this game is full of, as I said before, that this is a blunderful game, and this game is, of course, is full of fun, and you will see as the game progress or the review progress. So Kevin, with the white pieces, starts with the Grob G4, and computer or Stockfish already says that's a blunder. Stockfish never likes Grob opening, and I myself played the Grob maybe a couple of times with terrible results. So what does Magnus play? So Kevin played with the flank, in the flank, and Magnus played surely in the center with d5, fianchetto, the live square bishop, and now c6. And now Kevin played another surprising move, that's g5, and surprising enough, this has got a name. It's called the Grob opening spike attack, spiky attack, or spike attack. Anyway, so Magnus plays e5, e5, playing in the center completely. Kevin plays d4, attacking the center immediately. e4, locking. c4, again attacking the center. Bishop d6, nice c3, putting pressure on this pawn, center pawn. Knight e7, defending. Queen b3, more pressure. Castles, and now h4. So the national master is aiming at Magnus king, knight a6, and a3, rook to b8. Now the national master plays knight h3. Computer says that's an inaccuracy. Best move was, as you can see, the arrow to play e3. Okay. If you can look here, best move already is computer showing b5, but Magnus plays what? He plays a blunder, bishop e6. Okay, and what does the national master plays in reply to the blunder? That's the best move. He plays a mistake, c5, closing down, and Magnus plays bishop c7, and now knight f4, attacking this bishop, and Magnus plays b6, trying to open like this way. That's an inaccuracy. Best move was to go back there with the light square bishop and defend like this, although that wasn't threatened, but just to not allow white to take here, and I think to avoid any complications in future. Okay, so game continued, queen a4 by white. Now Magnus plays, and again this is the best move, and Magnus plays queen c8, an inaccurate move. White plays another inaccurate move, b4, bc5, and bc5. Okay, now what does Magnus plays? He plays another inaccurate move, knight to f5. Best was to play bishop g4. Okay, captures with the pawn. Now this is the best move, but the national master plays e3, a mistake. Now what does Magnus play to punish this mistake? He plays a blunder, rook a8. Now look at the eval bar. Before it was like this, black was winning with 3.3, but now it goes to more than equal in favor of white, rook to a8. Okay, bishop d2, knight to b8, retreating, rook b1, grabbing the open file, a5. Although computer, okay, after this move, computer is saying that, okay, do not play here, that's a mistake. The computer says to take that one, but yeah, that's a very complicated line. I don't understand. If you guys understand, let me know down in the comment section below. Okay, king d1, rook a7, king c2, e5, and now this diagonal is vulnerable, so we should play here, right? But the national master plays knight e2, another blunder. Okay, now, so this pawn should be taken, right? Because king is here, open up lines, That's what we know, or that's what we've been taught, or we've been told. Magnus is Magnus. He plays mistake. Queen a6. Okay, Queen a6. That's a mistake. I don't know. This game is already going over my head. If you guys know anything about his plans or anything like this after watching this game, let me know down in the comment section below. Knight e7. Sorry, Bishop f1. Defending this knight. Knight e7. Again, another inaccuracy. Best was to go here because this knight can do some discovery. And yeah, that's what is being played. So queen is attacked, queen goes to c8. Now bishop h3 only now, attacking the queen. So what? Where should the queen go? Computer is telling to dive in to block this attack. But Magnus plays, you guessed it right, a blunder, queen e8, and look at the eval bar. And what is the threat actually? The threat is obviously now playing here. So that's what the national master does. Now rook takes pawn on f2. That's an inaccuracy. Best was to go here and let the black capture the rook. Sorry, let white to take the rook. Now white takes the bishop. Bishop was retaken with rook. Now queen takes a5. Knight a6. Rook f1, h rook f1. Rook takes, rook retakes. Rook a7. Now best move, obviously this is a discovery, right? So what do? We put our queen here, attacking this one, as well as pressure on this one, right? And getting out of the pin. So the national master plays de5, a blunder. You guessed it right, a blunder it was. Now what does Magnus plays in response? This one is the best move. So Magnus plays a mistake, rook a8. Wow. Now there's a check, right? We always look for check captures and attack. And what does the national master plays? Bishop c3. Wow. This is, I mean, completely going over my head. Okay. d4. There you go. Another mistake. I mean, why are these guys playing? Who plays the greater number of mistakes or blunders contest? I'm just joking, because the total number of let me see. The total number of inaccuracies played by white was number 5, and Magnus played 6 inaccuracies. Both sides made 3 mistakes, and white made 6 blunders, and black, or the world champion, made 4 blunders. Can you guys Adam and Eve it? I cannot Adam and Eve it, or I cannot believe it. Awesome, awesome. Okay. So after bishop takes d4, and white plays, black plays knight d5. So queen queen e1. Black is trying to mobilize towards the king. White is trying to mobilize towards black's king side. Knight a c7, queen f2 as discussed, and rook takes a3. Probably that's the target bar right in time. There is a defender here. And a computer is telling to move here because there won't be any check from here because this bishop is covering that square. But what does white plays? A blunder, of course. E6. Then what does Magnus plays in response? Another blunder, check. So bishop blocks the check. Now knight b4, check. That's an inaccuracy. King to b1, and rook takes b2, queen takes b2. Now knight b d5. So white is an exchange up, and look at the eval bar. So here, this is computer is saying that it's 10.8 plus already in favor of white. So how did the game drawn? Let's see. Now, queen e5, inaccuracy, inaccuracy. Best move was to go here with the rook. And okay, let's go back. To go here, and who's gonna stop checkmate? Can you guys recommend a good move? Maybe you have to give up the knight by going here. Okay, so they missed it. I mean, white missed it, so he played instead queen e5, and Magnus played queen b8. That's a check. So where does the king goes, or should it go? Because white has already got points up. So what have we learned, or what do we usually know? That when you're point up, exchanging materials is good. So which is why computer is telling to come here and exchange queens. So what does white plays? You guessed it right, a blunder, which was queen c1. Look at the eval bar now. And Magnus gets to save the game by coming here, setting up perpetual. That's what happens. Queen d6, exchanging, going here and going here and trying to exchange queens was the best bet, but missed it, and all the perpetuals took place. And right here, it was a draw. So yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Those of you who are new to this channel, please ensure subscribing. And yes, by the way, of course, let me know guys what you think about this game. And if you have better analysis, or you can analyze and shed some light on this game, do let me know in the comment sections down below. And thanks for watching again. Till the next time, take care of yourself. Bye-bye.